Yo, what's up guys? So I'm back for another quick unboxing and review, and last time I made a video for the P40 Pro and now we have the P40 Pro Plus version. Now this phone is ranked as a #1 DxO mark for having the highest score at smartphone cameras. So let's go ahead and find out. Right, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing you'll see when you open the box is the P40 Pro Plus, which we'll talk about in a bit. So diving deep, there's another box containing the SIM card ejector tool, and of course it comes with a USB Type-C earphones, USB-C cable, and 40-watt supercharger. And since this is a review unit, there's no papers or a jelly case. Now going back to the P40 Pro Plus, this is their premium version of the P series, and I got the ceramic white, and there are only two color variants for the Plus version, which is ceramic white and glossy black. And to be honest, it feels really premium when you're holding it, and I like the way it looks. Right, so basically all the physical buttons, port, and speakers are exactly on the same spot as the P40 Pro version. Even the screen size are the same, so maybe you guys are wondering what are the major difference between the P40 Pro and the Pro Plus version. Right, so the first one is that the back of the P40 Pro is glass, while the P40 Pro Plus version is made out of ceramic, which I mentioned earlier, and it weighs a little bit more than the P40 Pro. It also has a pre-installed screen protector, which the Pro version doesn't have. The Plus version also has a higher internal storage, which is 512GB, while the P40 Pro only has a 256GB. They are both capable of reverse wireless charging, while the Plus version can wirelessly charge quicker than the Pro version since it can handle 40-watt wireless charging. It also has a 90Hz screen refresh rate and a quad curve overflow display. And of course, every feature you'll see on the Pro version are all included in the Plus version, like the hand gestures, AI assistant, AI remote control, and more. It is also powered by Kirin 990 chipset and an 8GB of RAM. And this phone is also a 5G, and this is the 5G test, which is really impressive. Right, so now let's move on to the main focus of this phone, which is the cameras. The Pro Plus version comes with a set of very impressive camera lens, and in fact, it ranked #1 for having the highest score in DxO mark with 128 points. Right, so the first lens that you'll see here is the 40 megapixels ultra-wide cine lens. Second one is the 50 megapixels ultra vision. Third one is the 8 megapixels 100 times super zoom lens, 3D depth sensing camera, and the LED flash. And then we have the 32 megapixels autofocusing front-facing camera. It also has a 1.28-inch industry-leading camera sensor, which is the largest sensor up to now on smartphone cameras. Right, so on my previous video, I made an in-depth review of the P40 Pro camera features, and they both have the same camera interface, but I'll show you 3 additional cool features, and Huawei calls it AI Golden Snap, and it's available on the P series that has EMUI 10.1 or above. Okay, so the first one is removing the Passerby, which is a really cool feature. So all you have to do is open the camera and make sure to turn the moving picture by tapping this button, and you can now take a picture. Then after that, just go to gallery and photo editor, then select remove Passerby, and that's it. Super simple and super cool effect. And here's the before and after. By the way, this is my younger brother standing there for almost 10 minutes waiting for a passerby just so I can take this shot. Right, so the next one is removing reflection. So as you see here, there are lots of reflection on the glass, and with this feature you can remove that just by tapping on remove reflection. And this feature also works with all camera modes. So as you see here, the reflection is gone, which is really cool. So here's the before and after removing the reflection. Right, so we're on the third cool feature, which is called the AI best moment. Now this is best for moving shots like sports, skateboarding tricks, jump shots. So basically just open the camera, activate the moving picture, and that's it. You can now take the photo and then just go to the gallery, tap edit, and as you see here, AI suggests the best frame with the crown icon. So with this, it'll be easier for you to choose the best frame for your shot. Right, so going back to the P40 Pro Plus camera interface, so as you see here, both the P40 Pro and the Plus version has the same camera interface, and what's really cool about the Plus version is that it's capable of 100 times zoom, which is really impressive, and here is how it looks like. It's a bit shaky on this part since I'm only holding it and I'm not using a tripod, so I suggest you use a tripod when zooming this far. So as you see here, I'm super far from them, and I'm really impressed with how good the quality at this point, and it almost seems like I'm using a telescope. Right, so here's another sample. And also here's the difference between the 50 times zoom and 100 times zoom. So there you go, this one is the P40 Pro Plus version and this one is the P40 Pro. Right, so that's for the zoom, and now let's take a look at some of the photos taken using the Pro Plus version on different camera modes. Okay, let's start with night mode, and one of my favorite camera mode, and that's because the P40 Pro Plus is really good at low light photography since it has a large camera sensor. Here's one good sample, and I took this photo around 7 o'clock PM and it's really dark that I couldn't even see these leaves anymore, and as you see, it even made the sky brighter, which is really impressive. Right, so here are some shots using the aperture mode, and what's good about it is that you can still adjust the blur even after you take the photo. And here are some macro shots. And there's also a monochrome mode, which basically turns your picture black and white, so you can use this on Aperture, Portrait, or Pro. And here's a sample shot using the monochrome mode. Now these photos are taken using the high-res mode. And then we have the HDR shots. And some wide angle shots. And then an awesome time lapse. Right, so probably you guys already know that Huawei devices lacks Google Play Store, and that's not a problem since Huawei has the app gallery where you can download tons of apps, and it's currently the third biggest app store globally. And if there's an app that you can't find in the app gallery yet, then all you have to do is download Petal Search in the app gallery. Now this app helps you find specific apps you need, and with this you don't have to go to different third parties websites since Petal Search will give you the download link. You can even use the Petal Search widget for easy access, and here's how it's done. So all you have to do is pinch the home screen, select widget, swipe left until you find the Petal Search widget, and then drag and drop it in the home screen. Now this makes searching apps a lot easier since the Petal Search widget is already accessible in the home screen. Right, so that is my review of the P40 Pro Plus, and I highly recommend it, especially when you love to take photos and videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.